Everyone, it is Desiree here, and today this video is going to be very different because, as you can see, you're looking at my phone screen right now, and I just wanted to do a video that showed how I make edits for Instagram. No, this isn't going to be how I edit photos for like a personal Instagram. It's going to be more of like, I guess, on the side of fan edits. So I'm going to kind of just show the apps and stuff that I usually use, how I use them to make edits. So I'm gonna just kind of talk through some of the apps first, and you've probably heard of these apps before if you've done editing before, or maybe you just need to know a little bit more about them if you want to start to do your own edits. So I'm gonna kind of give my opinions and then show you how I use them. So here is my editing folder. We're not going to use all these apps. I am going to focus on a couple of them right now. So this one right here, this one, Superimpose, is probably the one that everyone talks about, that you'll hear about. It's actually pretty good. First, I was not against it, but I couldn't figure out really how to use it. But now that I know how to use it, it's actually really great. But people use it usually to mask a photo or to cut a photo out of a background, and it's amazing at that. But for some reason, it just doesn't work for me very well in that area. I mostly use it for like drop shadowing and like other things. I actually use this free app here, this one. It's called Eraser, to cut photos out of backgrounds, and it's, like I said, it's free. And it works really well, actually. I prefer this app over Superimpose to mask a photo, actually. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to actually mask a photo. I have some stuff saved here in this tutorial thing. So I'm going to use these photos of Charisma Collins for this edit, and she is on a background where it is plain and it's very easy to cut out. So for this app, I'm just going to hit erase down at the bottom, and I'm going to just do target area and probably bring the threshold down to like 6 or 7, and we're just gonna see this little bullet here. Just gonna hold it, and it just sort of cuts out what you don't want. This little grayed out black thing right here changes the back of it, so you can see kind of if you're cutting what you need to cut out, what you're missing. So just like this, quickly. I can't zoom out. Okay. Well, I'm just going to keep using this to just cut out as much as I can. And whatever I can't cut out, as you can see, there's like little spots. I'll just hit the eraser, and it's just like a normal eraser, and I just kind of will erase little parts that I can't get with that. Zoom in and just do this. And just kind of clean it up a little bit. Like I can make this bigger or smaller. That always happens with this. Just It's a little glitchy. I mean, it's a free app, but it's pretty good. This. Just kind of clean up like edges that look kind of bad. When you zoom out, like if you can see little spots, just kind of erase them like this. And this side's got quite a few. I'm not going to do it super perfect, because this is just kind of a tutorial of how I usually edit, if I were to edit, but this is usually what I would do. So I'll just do this. And that it's cut out, just hit done, stop. And then I'm gonna go to adjust and go to the first one that says smooth. So this is basically gonna smooth out the edges. If you saw when I was zoomed in, the edges look kind of rigid and kind of ugly, but I'm gonna use this to smooth them out. See like 2 or 3, see how, I don't know if you can really see. I went to 4, so I'm just gonna, the check saves it. I'm gonna go up here, and I'm just gonna hit save, and yes, that's it, done. I've cut out the photo. To use 2 photos, this is the other one, same thing, erase, target area, do that. Also, there is a recovery or restore button if you see it down there. That is if you erase too much and you want to restore part of it, like this little part of her arm. If I just hit restore, and the little red part is what was erased. So you can just do that and bam, it's back. Right, so I finished, there it is, and same thing, just smooth. This one's gonna be there. And same thing. Here, save, and yes. So we've got the photos cut out. I'm going to want to make a small collage. So for this, I actually found the Line camera. Does really well with collages and has actually a lot more intricate collage options for free. And this is where I got a little bit stuck. It was hard for me to find an app that offered stuff for free that were really intricate and fun, like eye-catching, I guess, if you want to say. So you hit collage here. If the app will work, there you go. And it lets you choose the size of your collage, right? How many photos you want to use, and like look at the designs. 4 plus photos, like I love this. Like look at this. I think this is so great. Like even gives you options here with a blank background, which is probably what I'm going to use. I'm going to probably use this one here. This is going to be for Instagram. I'm going to want this one, the square one, and the colored boxes are where I'm going to add photos. So the photos I have are here. I have 5. Okay, perfect. I have 5. That's perfect. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're just going to play. So it's going to add the photos. I mean, you can, move them around, zoom in and out. But I think I actually like how this looks. You can also, make them bigger or smaller, separate them, any of that stuff. I believe, yeah, you can do that. I don't really want to ruin it. Pretty sure. Oh, this like, kind of shuffles the photos around. I kind of like how that looks actually. The border is a little bit smaller, just so that you could see around what I'm going to have in the back. So I'm going to add a color in the background, and you'll see why in a minute. Like green. It doesn't matter. So I'm going to add it like that, and I'm going to save it. Now, here's where I'm actually going to use Superimpose, because like I said, it gives you the drop shadow options, which is something that I personally really, really love. That I think kind of just ruins it is the fact that those apps don't let you choose a drop shadow for a photo. But if you don't really mind that, then you can use those apps because they're free. But this one I like to do this part on because of the drop shadow. So I'm going to pick a photo that I already used, and this is the photo we just did, the collage. I can choose that one. I'm gonna hit mask. This one. I think I need a higher threshold, like all the way. Yes, perfect. And I'm gonna hit transform. Make sure the aspect is locked because I don't want it changing shape, form, anything like that. I just want to make it bigger. There we go. So now this is where I'm going to hit drop shadow and merge. And look, it pops that out so great. You can see exactly where it is. It's floating. It's awesome. That's what I love about this app. So I'm just going to hit yes, merge. I'm going to load an image in, and I'm going to match the image to the one that I have on here. So I'm going to start with the bottom right photo. I don't know how to show you guys, but the bottom right, this photo here, it's this photo here. So I'm going to make sure that that's the photo I've selected. So I'm going to mask it. I want to mask it with the square tool. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to move this around. Just like that. And I'm going to say yes to the mask. And up top, this middle button where it's like half black, half white, that's an invert. So I want to invert the mask. I just want this selection here, which is this little part. So I'm gonna tilt it to sort of match the area here. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna try to match it a little bit. Put it there. Yes, perfect. I'm going to add a filter to it, like a black and white filter. I'm gonna use whatever is in this app here. One of these, probably that one. And I want to drop shadow on this too so that it stands out. There. I'm just adding a little bit of like detail into it. And I'm gonna do it for the top left photo too. We're gonna do something like that. So that I'm going to add the photos that we cut out in the other app now. We're also going to drop shadow this so that it just stands out. Say yes. I'm going to add the other photo, this one, as well. Oops, there. Not like an extreme expert on this, as you can probably tell. We're going to drop shadow it too. The thing people do a lot, and I do sometimes too, is we're going to go back into the photos we used for the tutorial photo here. We're going to take this photo, we're going to choose it. And something I kind of already showed you, we're going to hit mask, and you're going to use, you know, this one. And we're going to cut out lines. Like this. We're going to accept that mask, and we're just going to do it a couple of times. Something like that. Like any sizes, different sizes you want. Like this. Accept it. We're going to invert it. Now we have these lines. We can make smaller, we can turn them, move them. I'm gonna add these cute little plant I have here. I don't know, I'm drop shadowing pretty much everything, to be honest. Just because I want to make everything look pretty lifelike. So I am pretty much done with this. I'm gonna save it here, and photo is my destination. So the next app I'm going to go into is Fonto. Saved and Fonto there. I'm just going to open up that photo here. The photo we just edited here. Now I need to add some words to this. This is okay. It's so small, but I got this. There you go. I got this. Okay. So I'm going to style it a little bit so I can't see it. I'm going to add a stroke. And I'm going to add another. Go with drop shadows again. So this is basically how I would edit a photo for an Instagram edit. You know, obviously you need to tag it. I will tag it. I'll just use my name. I'm not gonna post it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know I'm not amazing, but this is just sort of how I do it. If I can think of any other fun, intricate edits, I will definitely record them and show you guys how I make them. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!